Hello everyone and welcome back to Heaven Secrets episode 9. We are closing to the season 1 finale. And I'm very excited to start season 2 because finally we're gonna meet a very, very, very interesting character and I can't wait to see it. An exam task with Lucifer himself. Talk about a lost cause. Yeah, we're gonna fail. We're so gonna fail. Chapter 9, The Exam. Addie stood in front of me, hands behind his back, and looked outside through the muddy, ivy-covered gigantic window. I come here every time I want to be alone. If you wish to, I'll leave. No, stay. They used to throw incredible balls here. Now the birds are the only residents. And you. And me. Aww. I love the friendship they kind of built. He stopped talking and the silence became unbearable. How do you deal with grief on Earth? Aww. People die so often. I remembered my father's haggard face and a lump rose in my throat. There's nothing to do but give it time. Time to do what? To go crazy? Literally, though. He covered his face with one hand and turned away, hiding his tears. You know the problem here? I keep on saying this. Every person is different. I can't say what I would do because it might not work for you. Every person has a different personality. Addie. Hug him. I want to hug him. It's okay. I'm here for you. I approached him from the back and hugged him. For a while he covered his face with his hands, but soon he lowered them and put them on top mine. Aww. I buried my nose in his back and felt how tense he was. My poor child. We were silent. His breathing silently accelerated, became heavy. I didn't notice when I also began to breathe more often. Then Addie turned towards me, grabbed me by the waist, and pressed me against the window. No. Yeah, no. We're not doing this. I forgot this. We're not doing this. This is not what you need, and you're gonna regret it. He might say he loves lust and etc., but he's still gonna regret it because we built a friendship. And this is such a bad way to go down. Yeah, no. We're not having this. No. His face was serious, even menacing, and his breathing was very fast. Can I just say, I kind of know what he's going through, not with grief, but with the kind of pain he's feeling. Depending on how powerful the pain is you're in, your desire for sex could increase because you're kind of looking for that comfort in someone else. Right now, he's not getting the comfort he needs from Sammy, so he's looking for the comfort in us, I would say. And yeah. We're not playing this. He pressed close to me so that I could feel his excitement. Yeah, no. He froze as if giving me a choice. I am so not gonna do this. Apparently, I already paid for that option, so that means I did that. And I would like to know why. We're not doing this. You're just looking for a distraction in order to escape the pain, but the pain is still gonna come back after that. And even if I would go for it, first, it's gonna kind of make our relationship awkward. And second, it's not gonna help you. You're kind of trying to find an escape, a loophole for your pain. And this is not it. Gently push him away. We are not doing this. You may be excited, but you're not excited for me. I know these signs. Sadly, I do. And he's just trying to escape the pain. And this is one of the worst ways to escape your pain. Addie, what are you doing? He lowered his head and sighed heavily. See? Then he pulled away sharply and in a kind of desperate gesture ran his fingers through his hair. I don't know. See? I don't know. He is so desperate, the pain he's in is so much that he literally was willing to just have sex with us in order to escape the pain for a few seconds. It's not gonna help you at the end of the day. I am not playing like that. See, yeah, period. I wanted to escape. You wanted to escape from the pain. Don't worry, I know it. Don't worry, I see the signs. It's all forgiven. You are good. I still love you. I'm here for you. Sorry, I wanted to escape from... He hit himself on the chest, avoiding to look me in the eyes. I know, honey, it's okay. We know. Everything is fine. I touched his elbow, forcing him to look at me. Honey, it's okay. I'm not mad. I've seen the signs. I know. You didn't even have to open your mouth. I knew. It's okay. Yes, it's okay, Addie. He nodded, then waved toward the exit. I think we should go. Yes. I followed him, feeling his energy getting stronger. We even somehow were able to hype him up. That's nice. He'll survive. He's strong. He is strong. Hush, boy, hush. He's not having it. Miss Selena tried to calm down Fire, but he excitedly jerked his head and strove to break free and fly away. Don't be so stubborn. Ooh, he's not having it. What's wrong? Did something happen? I was walking towards the classroom, but couldn't just pass by the sea dragon. Each time seeing him, my heart skipped a beat. There was something infinitely charismatic about him, something magical. Fire is sick and has been acting strangely lately. He's disobedient. Oh, I hope it's nothing serious. I thought to move on, but Miss Alina suddenly held my hand. Oh, since you're here, could you watch him while I go get the medicine? All right. You're amazing. While you're at it, could you wash his neck too? Here's a rack and some water. Just be careful, he can be angry and bite you. Thank you for telling me, girl. He can get angry and bite you. And Miss Selena ran away with a smile on her face as if her words meant nothing. Of course, just getting bitten is nothing. Why shouldn't it matter that we get bitten? I mean, it's just us. I helplessly froze over the bucket of water. The dragon jerked, realizing that Miss Selena had let go of him and wanted to fly. Fire! Hold him. I grabbed him by the neck and forced him to stay on the ground. Miss Selena is coming. I soaked the rack and carefully went towards Fire. Your neck is covered in blood. What happened? As soon as the rack touched dragon scales, he gave a start and growled. I'm sorry. He raised his head and looked into my eyes with a kind of painfully cautious look. It looked like he wanted to tell me something but couldn't. He kept staring at me like that for a while, and then obediently bowed his head so that it would be easier for me to wash off the blood. I feel so bad for my baby dragon. Miss Selena returned completely out of breath, but seeing how calm Fire was, stopped in bewilderment. Did you find some kind of approach to him? I don't know. What happened to him? He has a wound on his neck. Who knows? He can't speak. Surely got into a fight with someone. Fire always gets into fights with someone. And where is all this aggression coming from? I mean, he is cursed. Miss Selena poured some kind of lotion between the torn scales. The wound started to hiss. It was clear that Fire was in pain, but the dragon silently squeezed his eyes shut and grunted his teeth. His fangs were in covered blood, but it wasn't clear whether it was his or his opponent's. Simona, maybe my offer will seem strange to you, and yet... I do not have time to fuss around with Fire, but if he does not stop doing stupid things, we'll have to send him away. But for his own good, it would be better if he stayed here. Could you look after him? Fire will become your friend and helper, I'm sure of it. What do you think? She looked at me with a plea in her eyes, while Fire stared with very interest. I suddenly realized what disturbed me so much about him. His eyes. They were too human for an animal. Each time he stared at me, it seemed that a person was looking at me. He wasn't simply looking, he was assessing. It would really help me. I'll be glad to. Oh, really? This is wonderful. Now you'll take care of Fire and he'll take care of you. Aww. Very well then. Now hurry and take your exam. Today I will take care of Fire. Good. This is the DINO route, but we can always have a nice sea dragon companion. Surprisingly, there was no one in the classroom. No teachers, no unclaimed, and no curators. Therefore, I flinched when I heard someone's voice in the back. You're late, girl. Period. You're late. Just 5 minutes? As you can see, it was enough for the rest to go on their missions. Lucifer came out of the darkness with his hands crossed in front of him. Snap at him? Why should I snap at him? It's our fault. Sorry, I was detained. I really didn't mean to be late. I don't give a damn. It's not my exam. Sir, I'm gonna fail either way, so why do you want to do that exam with me? He walked past me and pushing the door wide open and went out into the hallway. Before the assignment, we'll need to change. Are we going racing again? You could say that. A race with no winners, only losers. Aw. You are so kind, Lucifer. The vortex took us right to the door of the wedding store. Will my exam assignment take place at a wedding? Not really. First, take care of your look. I'll find a suit for myself too. Lucifer disappeared in the men's department. Okay. A consultant immediately came up to me and helped me choose an outfit. I am so dead. I have all of those. I prefer that. I even managed to create a decent hairstyle. Decorated with flowers. I love that hair. Lucifer also changed his clothes and came out dressed to kill. He stopped, looked me up and down and said, "Not bad." He walked around me, assessing me from all sides without hiding the lust in his eyes. Okay, although there is no limit to perfection. Says you. Says you. Why am I living for Lucifer? I hate this. So what's our assignment? In a few hours, a wedding will take place between a businessman and the ambassador's daughter. This marriage will affect many fates and unfold an avalanche of events, just like a butterfly effect. Lucifer waved his hand carelessly, and so on and so forth. Do you need all the details? Tell me at least what I should do. I have to sabotage the wedding. You have to make it happen anyway. I was so nervous. I started to wring my hands, and Lucifer noticed it. Don't be so nervous, you can handle it. He turned on his heels and went out. I can handle it if you don't flunk me on purpose. Lucifer managed to jump into the vortex and disappear, so I had to catch up with him. I was thrown out of a huge mansion full of handymans, scurrying back and forth, fussing about with the final touches for the wedding. I felt Lucifer's energy and immediately followed it, but I froze at the door to the greenhouse hearing his laughter. I am so dead. It's the first time I heard him laughing. He had a low, almost velvety laugh, more like a purring of a cat. So what? Stop, not here. Son of a bitch. He's actually flirting with the bride. Lucifer, as if having read my thoughts, turned around slightly so that I could see him. The corner of his mouth crawled up in a mocking grin. Oh, bitch, I'm so good. You are so hot. Is he laughing in spite of me? He's too hot for that. Let me stop. Where if not here, dear? Unceremoniously, he grabbed the bride and sat her on the table. She pretended to be embarrassed, but it was clear that she liked it. That would be me. I get married in a couple of hours. I'll try. Lucifer! I'll try to finish by then. Prankster. I'm so dead. Erica? Erica? Huh? The groom approached the greenhouse. That's what you're aiming for, Lucifer. The groom must not see. Burst into tears. I covered my face with my hands and started crying loudly. The groom wanted to go into the greenhouse, but my sobs stopped him. Excuse me, are you all right? Oh, please help me. What's the matter? Are you on the bright side? Oh, I feel so bad. How can I help you? Come on, why am I crying? I'm hysterical. My pills. What? What? I dropped my pills. They're somewhere here in the bushes. He hesitated, but in the end straightened his trousers with a sharp movement. He squatted down and began to look for the non-existent pills. It's like I have this massive hole in my chest. Do you understand? I sobbed again as loudly as I could so that Erica would hear. Soon a rustle was heard in the greenhouse. The door opened and Erica appeared with a scared look on her face. She immediately closed the door behind herself, hiding Lucifer inside. What's up? The girl lost her hysteria pills. What now? Erica jerked because Lucifer forcefully opened the door. She stepped aside with her face distorted in horror. Well, hello, Lucifer. I'm so living with him. Who are you? Lucifer defiantly wiped the bride's lipstick from his neck and winked at me. Bitch. Period. Son of a bitch. What's this? Lucifer, with a meaningful smirk, walked past us, straightened his clothes. Then he turned sharply and gestured to the bride the call me sign. Bitch, I'm in love with Lucifer. He is great. And that's the reason why I love him. I'll call you. The bride laughed and was embarrassed and then was sharply startled and almost burst into tears. He influenced her now. Are you cheating on me right on our wedding day? Julian, baby. Oh. Don't call me that, you. It was obvious the insults were spinning on the tip of his tongue, but he never said any of them in a massive fit of anger. This wedding was a mistake from the start. Julian, no, please listen. But the groom almost ran towards the mansion. The bride ran after him, sobbing, and almost kneeling before him. Good, that wasn't bad. I had to cheat so that he would find out about us. And yet I won. We'll see about that. Huh? Period. I turned around and ran to catch up with Julian. I found the groom alone. He sat in the gazebo, hunched over, holding his head with his hands. But the moment he heard my steps, he instantly pulled himself together. He straightened up, smoothed his jacket over, and even pulled a smile. Julian? It's you. You shouldn't cancel the wedding. Really? It even amused him, of course, like he thinks she cheated on him. Do you think I'm a moron? No, not at all. It was one misstep. Does it really cancel out everything that happened between you? Between us? She's with me just for the money, and I'm with her because of her dad. Oh. Then take advantage of it. Who cares who she sleeps with? To hell with it. You'll cheat on her even more. That's so messed up. But you have much more to gain from this marriage than she does. For a while he stared empty-eyed at the floor, then nodded vigorously. You're right. She doesn't know who she's up against. So you won't cancel the wedding? No, that would be short-sighted on my part. He resolutely got up from the bench. I need to find Erica. I stood up enthusiastically too. I'll help you. The waiters rushed about with preparations. Some straightened chairs, others decorated the wedding venue with flowers. Julian came up to one member of the staff, asked something, and started to shake his head bewildered. What's the matter? Wait here. Huh? He ran into the house, returned a couple of minutes later, completely out of breath and nervous. He sat down on one of the benches and frantically dialed someone's number. There were long beeps on the other end. Yes? Where are you? I've been looking for you everywhere. The guests will arrive soon. Baby, please forgive me. Nonsense. Come back. No, you don't understand. I talked with Peter. Who's Peter? He did not say his name is Peter. The one from the greenhouse. Lucifer, period. Well, you know how I always dreamed about traveling. I was very upset about the incident. Peter began to reassure me. He told me about the countries that I could visit and about the opportunities that I could miss. I realized that I didn't want this wedding. I'm not ready, baby. Not ready. Oh, forgive me. I'm so dead. Erica. Goodbye. Sorry, this is so... I can't. Erica. There were beeps again on the other end, this time short and frequent. Julian exhaustedly lowered the phone, closed his eyes, clenching the gadget angrily in his hand, and then he threw it away. Bitch. Oof. Several perplexed waiters turned around. I plopped into a chair next to Julian. I failed. I've lost. This is the end. I'm really sorry. I would like to be alone. Yes, of course. I got up and slowly went straight ahead, without thinking where I was going. The Angels and Demons Academy. It was foolish to think that I could ever become their equal. Looks like I'm not destined to see Mom again. Oh, honey. Lucifer came out from behind the trees and caught up with me. I told you that you'd lose. He said this without gloating, as if stating a fact. You did. And you were right. I felt humility and slight sadness. Ultimately, I was the only one to blame for my defeat. I had to try harder. Angel Fenzio set you up. Even DINO could hardly put a fight against me. I raised my head and looked at him in surprise. Even? DINO is restrained unlike me. He has a rational mind. A sharp mind and strength are a dangerous combination. Lucifer so easily admitted his opponent's strength with some sort of knightly dignity. He didn't belittle the angel's abilities, but I'm the daughter of a seraph. My mom would probably defeat you. I'm sure your mother was rather sly than strong. What do you mean by that? Just stating facts, exactly what I said, period. We kept on walking and I stopped suddenly realizing something. What now? Did you reassure me just now? He shrugged indifferently. I just spoke what was on my mind. Nah, you reassured me. You saw that I was sad. We arrived at the gazebo where I talked with Julian. Lucifer summoned the vortex and was about to jump, but I hesitated. Are you coming? The assignment is over. No. What are you doing this time? Yeah. Lucifer. What are you up to again? I want to visit my dad. Are you looking for trouble? No. Then you're coming with me. He took my hand, about to jump into the whirlpool, but I held him back. Lucifer, please don't force me. Oh, you'll only make it worse for yourself unclaimed. Well, here's the usual neglect. I failed the exam. Who knows what happens next? What if they really kick me out of the school? I won't be able to return to Earth anymore. I have to see him one more time, at least one more time. I took Lucifer's hand, almost begging him not to interfere. I can't. He turned away, hiding his emotions from me. Because he was showing emotions. And was silent for a while. Then, without looking back, he said, Fine. If you want to go, go. But I'll go with you. He is a keeper. He's a fucking keeper. No way. Afterward, you'll blame me again if you have problems too. I mean, he did say that. I won't. I give you my word. Aww. Lucifer. Please don't make me want to start your rude fucking now, please. Why are you coming with me? I'm going and that's it. Think about your house. And he jumped, dragging me along. For several minutes, I stood at the door of my house, not daring to knock. Lucifer tactfully waited by the road, but I knew that he would still hear every word. Why is it so complicated? My hand froze again halfway, without knocking. With the corner of my eye, I suddenly noticed the curtain move, and after a moment the door opened. Good afternoon. Hi. What brings you here? He looked better than the last time we met, but the pain of losing his daughter was imprinted forever on his face. I'm here about your daughter. Hearing this, he staggered, but held onto the door jamb. What do you mean by that? I'm her classmate. I saw her shortly before the accident. Dad straightened up, opened wide his eyes, staring at me attentively. She always talked a lot about you. Simona loved you very much, and I'm sure she wouldn't want you to suffer. That's all I wanted to say. I hesitated a moment, then quickly said goodbye and turned around to leave, but Dad jumped out onto the porch after me. Wait. He took my hand, gently and paternally, as if he knew that it was me and who stood before him. Thank you for this. I gritted my teeth without finishing. My eyes welled up with tears, my lips trembled, and I fought hard to restrain my sobs. In response, I only covered his hand with my own, leaning a little closer. That was all I could do. I tried to memorize the way he looked, to capture his image in my heart forever. Oh, is this man with you? I turned around. Lucifer stood, looking down, pretending not to hear us. He's with me. He immediately raised his head and looked at me without hiding his surprise. I'm not gonna say that you're a nobody, that I don't know you. Like, you're with me. We're here. Oh, why? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Why should I lie? We came together. Why should I lie? Peter, come here. We remember the name. Lucifer smirked. Period. Appreciating the irony. Period. Today you're Peter, right, you double? Hello. Lucifer. Like you could do so much mischief with Lucifer and you would love it. He held out his hand, looking at my dad unexpectedly warmly. Nice to meet you. The feeling is very much mutual. Oh! I wanted to elbow him, but Lucifer dodged, without taking his eyes off my father. You know, Simona was a ray of sunshine in my life. You'll say this is how all parents feel, but Simona, she was special. Lucifer! For a second, Lucifer and I looked at each other. Oof! I feel it. I feel the connection. I feel the sparks. This is bad. But then immediately turned towards Dad. Yes. Terrible times. It's hard for everyone. Poor Dad, he feels so alone that he's ready to chat with strangers. Our neighbor, it turns out, died a week before my daughter. And no one even thought of him until it started to smell. That's what's worse than death, oblivion. Mr. Dorrington? Did you know him? Oh no, Simona mentioned him. Dad shook his head, suddenly becoming sad. Thanks again. You're welcome. He took a step back, but unconsciously held on to his hand. I hesitated for a moment and then hugged him as tightly as I could. And then, just as sharply, I pulled away and ran. Lucifer caught up with me and made me stop. I covered my face with my hands and sobbed until I let out everything that had piled up in me over these weeks. I cried because I understood this meeting with my father was the last. I will no longer come to see him, even if I stay at school. I won't come, even if I miss him terribly. I won't come, because I need to come to terms with what happened and let him go. Lucifer was silent, but for some reason, I wasn't embarrassed by his presence. Do you want me to show you a special place? It's the only place on earth that I love. I wiped away the tears and nodded like a child. Lucifer laughed. Don't make fun of me. The vortex took us to the very edge of a mountain cliff. I almost fell, but Lucifer caught me in time. The icy air washed over my whole body, and I began to tremble like an epileptic. It's freezing, unclaimed. When will you learn to use all the power that you gained after death? Imagine how your blood warms up from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. I looked in disbelief at Lucifer, closed my eyes, and tried to warm myself up with the power of thought. Surprisingly, it turned out to be rather simple. I opened my eyes and smiled happily at him. You see? Lucifer sat on the very edge and hung his legs down. I sat nearby. Are you afraid of heights? No. He grinned. Lucky. Why? It would be kind of embarrassing. I mean, we have to fly every day, so... A sly smile appeared on his lips. Just saying. Of all the places on the planet, you have chosen the top of a mountain with -70 weather. What's wrong with you? He was silent for a moment, looking at the horizon. Let's play a game. Something devilish and mischief? Maybe. You can ask me any 3 questions, I'll answer them. But since I'm a demon, I won't be completely honest with you. You'll have to guess which of the 3 questions I answered truthfully. Deal? And if I guess them, what? I'll give you something, a keepsake. I squinted at him. All right. Honestly, why don't you like me? Not like you. You bully me constantly. You're aggressive. Aggressive. He grinned. Because I don't like your type. Weak girls who accidentally gained their wings and think that they're so special. He emphasized the last one. Like I said, I am both Lucifer and DINO at this point. You ignore all the rules, look for adventure. And for what? I don't like weakness, and you're a constant reflection of weakness. Nah, I'm a constant reminder of pure heart. I clenched my fists and turned away. You asked. I answered. Take the answer with dignity. Don't be so arrogant. Next question. What's going on between you and Osti? Osti? What are you talking about her? Simple curiosity and observation. His lips trembled, slightly smirking. Nothing is going on between us. Do you have feelings for her? That's another question. Forget it then. What do you like about this place? Really? Of all the possible questions, this is the one you're asking me. I think it'll reveal a lot about you. Lucifer turned away, looking again into the distance. Here I feel my worthlessness. Oh? These mountains, this endless emptiness, make me feel small. And there's no zero magic involved. It just stands there slightly in all its glory. And here so cold compared to hell, so terribly cold. This place is the exact opposite of me. He turned towards me. That's why I like it here. I was confused and silently looked at him. Then Lucifer got closer to me and whispered. Next question unclaimed. I ran out of questions. Exactly. And what question did I answer honestly? I think it was, alright. Since he's a demon, he's not gonna answer all of them truthfully. Why do you like this place? Right, but that was easy. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think you're the type to admit that you feel worthless. What's the catch then? Lucifer smiled slowly. So are you ready for your present? I'm not so sure anymore. As you wish. Lucifer wanted to get up, but I waved my hands excitedly. No, wait, give me my present. That would be so mean. What's with the heart? Everything happened quickly, so I didn't immediately understand what he was doing. Lucifer suddenly appeared in front of me. I felt the smell and warmth of his body. It was the first time that Lucifer was that close to me. He touched my chin, imperiously turned my face towards him and kissed me. His hot, daring lips skillfully possessed mine. Reject the gift? Kiss him back. Oh, this is so... Like I said, it's so funny when you have a lot with both of them, like with Lucifer and DINO. But I'm not gonna play with anyone, but since we are already kissing, I mean, I probably would be like so startled that I would let him kiss me, so I'm gonna kiss him back, but that's also the only thing. In season 2, I'm not gonna give too much spoiler, but you can choose to sleep with Lucifer if you have much with Lucifer. That's not gonna happen because DINO root, remember people. Since we're kissing already, there are hearts all around us. I'm just gonna kiss him back, but that's the only thing. I didn't take any other romantic options, just a kiss on the cheek. Kiss him back. What are you? Shut up. And he said it quietly, almost gently, and continued to kiss me, slowly observing my reaction. I timidly wrapped my arms around his neck, without closing my eyes as if asking permission. Lucifer immediately held me closer and became more passionate. Once I gave him consent and became an ardent kiss. This closure between us gave me goosebumps, and my head felt dizzy. I never realized before just how much I was drawn to him. I was craving for more. We are not doing this. It's DINO for the win. I can't. Lucifer grabbed the hair on the back of my head and pulled it slightly, almost growling during the kiss. Okay. I felt like he too wanted to snuggle closer to me, but for some reason he slowly pulled away. My entire body was longing for his touch. Nah, we're longing for DINO. It was as if his kiss made me addicted to him. I believe that. But he pulled away and stepped back, leaving only emptiness inside. I'm glad you liked my gift. Lucifer moved away from me completely, pretending that it meant nothing to him. What? You... I turned away to hide my emotions. I'd rather suffocate than show him how I feel. I won't show it. There is nothing to show. Let me stop. Like, it's like, she's me right now. But this is DINO version. But I have to be messy. I'm sorry. I'm just messy. Sue me. I looked at him again, plastering a smile on my face. I was hoping there would be some kind of a trinket or a keepsake. I proudly stood up, brushed off the snow. We have to go. The vortex opened over our heads. We flew in silence, but Lucius interrupted it with another portion of moralizing. Don't even think of going back to your father. You'll only torment him. I know. I don't need you to tell me that. Yes, I noticed. This is why the unclaimed are forbidden to visit their relatives. You're like ghosts that won't let their wound heal. Are you looking for a reason to argue with me? Wait, how did you put it? Like ghosts? So what? Everything inside me went cold. I remembered. Oh God! What's the matter? On the day of my death, Mr. Dorrington, our neighbor, came to our house. I was alone then. He acted weird, and he was all wound up. I didn't understand what he wanted, but he got spooked by a friend of mine who just came to visit. It cannot be. Your father said your neighbor died a week before you did. Exactly. Lucifer exhaled heavily, digesting the information, and then said, like a sentence, one of the immortals took the form of your neighbor. Congratulations, unclaimed. Someone upstairs needed you to die. Yes, someone wanted us to die and end up here at the school. Okay, this was episode 9 of season 1. Episode 10 is the season 1 finale, and I'm so excited for this. I think, I can't say clearly, but I think that next episode is gonna be a ball. So I'm intrigued to know what will happen. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!